Picture this. It's 2026, and fleets that once sweated over breakdowns and ballooning insurance bills are suddenly running like clockwork. What changed? The answer isn't just more tech, it's smarter timing.
I love that image because it flips what many fleet owners fear. I'm your guest today, and I work with fleets every week. We're going to break down what smart fleet management really means for small and mid-size operations, especially with AI playing a bigger role.
We'll get into what parts 1 through 4 of our 2026 series revealed why speeding isn't just about safety, how predictive AI cuts downtime, and why old trucks might be draining your bottom line. And, most importantly, how you can act before issues turn into crises.
Here's our roadmap. We'll hit on speeding and insurance, predictive safety, maintenance timing, and finally, making better asset decisions. If you want fewer surprises and tighter operations, this episode is for you.
Let's start with speeding. Most fleets chalk it up as a driver problem, but what really struck me was how quickly those moments behind the wheel become expensive claims and insurance headaches.
Absolutely. The numbers show that severe speeding doesn't just spike crash risk, it leaves a financial hangover that sticks around even after the speed drops. The real game changer is using AI fleet management to spot high-risk situations in real time.
I've heard owners get nervous about all the data, but the point isn't to drown in reports. It's about real-time alerts and coaching the handful of drivers who are driving most of the risk.
Exactly. And connecting those safety insights directly to your insurance and operating costs. That's how fleets move from putting out fires to actually preventing them.
That leads right into predictive safety. Instead of waiting for a crash, fleets can now predict where the next loss might happen. It's wild to think how concentrated risk really is one group of drivers, a few trouble spots.
That's been huge for my clients. Instead of bland reminders for everyone, AI lets you rank your drivers and routes by risk. Then focus your energy where it counts. One fleet I worked with cut monthly incidents by half, just by dialing in their interventions.
And it's not theoretical anymore. The data is right there. You can literally see which areas or drivers need the most help and adjust your coaching or routes before things blow up.
It's about using AI as a filter, not a wall of dashboards. The goal is to make earlier, better decisions, not to micromanage every move.
Funny enough, the same timing principle comes up in maintenance. It's not the breakdown itself that kills you, it's when that breakdown turns into days of downtime at the worst possible moment.
You nailed it. A little predictive maintenance goes a long way. By centralizing fault codes and tracking which issues actually precede major failures, fleets can pull high-risk vehicles in before they strand a driver or wipe out a route.
So, instead of trying to outlaw every repair, smart fleets are just moving those repairs in-house and under control. It's less about perfection and more about predictability.
Exactly. If you know which units are approaching trouble, you choose when and where to deal with it. That's the sweet spot for AI fleet management, reducing the drama that used to come with surprise repairs.
That brings us to the fleet itself. After the pandemic, a lot of fleets have aging vans and trucks, plus a few underused vehicles quietly draining money. How do you decide what to keep, redeploy, or sell?
Yeah, we're seeing fleets with both problems at once. Old workhorses costing more in repairs and idle assets chewing up capital. AI lets you track actual days used and see which vehicles are sliding past their profitable window.
And it's not just about maintenance anymore, it's smart capital planning. The best operators are constantly adjusting, not just running things until they break or the books look bad.
A rolling plan is everything. By measuring utilization and resale value, fleets can switch out assets before frustration sets in. That's how you keep operations nimble and costs in check.
So, stepping back, the real thread through all these topics is timing, not just tech. It's about acting earlier, whether that's with drivers, repairs, or asset swaps.
Right. And most small or mid-sized fleets don't need to become tech companies. They just need tools, and sometimes a partner to turn data into decisions. That's where solutions like Alliance Fleet Solutions come in, handling the heavy lifting. so you can focus on running the fleet.
You don't have to chase every new gadget. If you can coach, maintain, and replace based on real data, you'll stay ahead of risks and costs. That's a calmer way to operate and a more profitable one.
And if you're still managing by gut and last-minute surprises, it's never too late to start small. With the right system and support, you can make these changes step by step.
All right, let's wrap with 3 key takeaways. First, the fleets winning in 2026 are the ones making earlier decisions, not the ones with the flashiest tools.
Second, timing is king. Whether you're coaching drivers, maintaining vehicles, or replacing aging assets, getting ahead of the curve pays off big.
Third, you don't have to do it alone. The right systems or partners can help you filter the noise and focus where it matters most.
So here's your action step. Look at your current fleet process and pick just one area: safety, maintenance, or asset planning where you could use better data. Start there and build momentum.
Thanks for joining us for this series wrap-up. Here's to running a tighter, calmer fleet in 2026. Catch you next time.